Okay.
It's James with NetNewsLedger. We are sitting here with Kate, who's running for leadership in the Liberal Party, wearing the Thunder Bay icon, the Hoito.
Yes.
You've been up for the weekend.
I have, and since we arrived, I've been hearing about the Hoito. So this morning we're finally going to get to try some pancakes. I'm very excited about it.
It's almost like a Thunder Bay. You have to look at the sleeping giant, you go to the Hoito, and probably Kakavaka Falls is the other icon here.
Okay, all right.
You see that flag. You're running for the leadership in the Liberal Party.
I am.
What's your goals?
So the Ontario Liberal Party had its worst election in 2018. I ran as a candidate, and Ontarians sent a really clear message. We've lost official party status. We've got a lot of rebuilding to do. And so I want to see the party transform. I would like to see us change into the kind of party that stands for the things that people care about. My campaign is all about people and well-being. So instead of measuring GDP and things that governments traditionally measure, looking at the quality of life of people and the things that we know get in the way of people living an amazing quality of life.
What kind of a party would you want to lead with the Liberal Party of Ontario?
So I think people are really turned off by politics. They are tired of seeing parties fight with each other. They're tired of seeing leaders who seem more interested in pointing fingers or who gets the credit. I think people want to see politics return to what it's supposed to be about, which is people and quality of life. Government is in the quality of life business. So I am interested in understanding the things that are getting in the way right now of Ontarians living a great quality of life. And where there are things getting in the way, that's where we need government to step in.
What's in the way?
So my 4 priorities based on that. Number 1, jobs and opportunities. We know that's a real struggle for a lot of people, and so we need to be creating future-focused industries so that people can have the opportunities for meaningful work that they are interested in. Number 2 is about affordability. We know there are things that just cause too great of a financial pressure for people. That can be things like childcare or access to post-secondary education, sometimes long-term care, so we need a greater role for the province in those areas. Number 3 is about addressing climate change. I want to make Ontario carbon neutral as quickly as we can. It allows us to continue to ensure Ontario and Canada is a great place to live. And then number 4 is about empowering people and communities and making sure that where communities of people, they understand the problems they face, they know the solutions they need, they've got the resources that they need, and a supportive provincial partner to help address the issues.
I've just spent 2 days up in far north Ontario, not as far as you could, but darn close.
Yeah.
Issues in Indigenous communities across the north. What can the Ontario government do about it?
I think this is an area where we have a long way to go. So when we look at quality of life in Ontario, we are a place of great diversity. There are some people who are experiencing unbelievable prosperity, but the fact that we have people living on communities without safe drinking water, the fact that we have communities where the housing conditions, transportation connections are just not up to what we would like to think of as being the basic standards in Ontario, it's unacceptable. So I would like to see a provincial government that is supportive of Indigenous-led solutions, where we listen to Indigenous communities about the things that they need, and we play a supportive role. It's totally unacceptable, the conditions that many people are forced to live on, and that's an area where we need more government to support.
Now, heading forward, you're talking about the green economy and going carbon neutral. We're heading up a winter biking project in NetNewsLedger to encourage people to actually biking as the new commute.
Yeah.
Going green isn't always easy, but it sure makes sense in the long term.
Yeah.
What would your plan be?
Yeah, so when we look at Ontario and our greenhouse gas emissions, for most people, it comes down to 2 things. Number 1 is transportation, and number 2 is buildings. So we need solutions to address both. So on the transit front, there are many, many parts of the province, including almost entirely the north, where it is impossible to get between communities without being in a vehicle, often a single occupant vehicle. And so I would like to see a really dramatic expansion of a fleet of electric buses connecting underserviced communities all over Ontario. We are also proposing more direct funds from the province by tripling the provincial gas tax to support municipalities in investing in their own transit systems.
Now, do you mean tripling the gas tax the consumer pays for a vehicle, or tripling the payment back to the communities?
Yes, thank you. So tripling the amount that the province spends directly. It's not an increase to the consumer, but we see a lot of provincial investment right now in the GTA, but the transit needs around Ontario. I don't live in the GTA, When you go outside the GTA, you quickly find out that the transit services are just not good enough, and many people, to great personal expense and as their largest source of emissions, they are in very expensive single occupant vehicles because they literally don't have any other choice. So if we are serious about climate, it's something that we need to change as quickly as we can.
So for our readers and viewers who want to find out more, what do they do?
I would love to hear from you about what you'd like to see in the province of Ontario and the future of the Ontario Liberal Party. You can connect with me at kateforleader.ca. It's kateforleader, all one word, .ca. Please share your ideas. Please get in touch. And if you'd like to get involved in the campaign, I'd love to work with you on changing the politics in this province.
Thank you.
Okay.